Welcome to this special edition of Cypress Eyewitness News. On our first stop on the Christmas Walk of Fame, we'll be talking with the Procurator of Galilee, who was later crowned King of the Jews by Caesar Augustus. King Herrod, welcome.
Hello. There are many Herods. You may get confused. I am known as Herod the Great. You may call me Herod the Great.
You were appointed Procurator over Galilee at the age of 25 and elected as King of the Jews by the Roman Senate 10 years later.
Yes, I was, after my nephew tried to take my throne again.
You've accomplished quite a lot during your reign.
Yes, I developed water supplies for Jerusalem. I started an aid program for the poor. I had many, many buildings built, palaces, fortresses, and so on. But my biggest accomplishment was rebuilding Solomon's temple so that my people have a glorious place to worship.
You've had 9 wives.
Or 10, I lose track.
Why so many?
They were all out to kill me or take my throne. Or both. Everyone is out to kill me or take my throne.
Looking over the chronology of your reign here, it looks like your 2 brothers-in-law, your wife, Mariami, your sister, and 3 of your sons were all killed by your orders. Is this true?
It's not my fault. They were all out to take my throne. I resent this line of questioning.
All right, let's talk about something else. You had some visitors from Persia one day toward the end of your reign. Tell us about that.
Yes, these Zoroastrian priests show up asking where the baby was who'd been born King of the Jews. Didn't they know? I was King of the Jews, not some baby.
We actually have 2 of the 3 magi on our show as well. Casper and Melchior, welcome.
Thank you.
What prompted your visit to Judea?
The triple conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn that year in the sign of Pisces.
A triple conjunction, you say?
Yes, you see, a triple conjunction is an astronomical event where 2 planets or a planet and a star meet each other 3 times in a short period. The visible movement of the planets in the sky are therefore prograde in the first conjunction, retrograde in the second conjunction, and then prograde again in the third conjunction.
Melchior, shh, you talk too much.
He asked.
Jupiter to us is the royal planet, and Saturn to us is the planet of the Jews.
You see, great conjunctions happen every 20 years. But triple conjunctions, oh, very rare indeed. And in the sign of Pisces, oh, Jupiter was so active that year, there were 8 major astronomical conjunctions that took place at the time involving the planet Jupiter.
So you see, it was obvious to us that the King of the Jews has been born. We traveled to the land of Judea to greet him.
1,500 miles on a camel. I'm still sore.
And you met King Herod.
Yes, they lied to me. Everyone lies to me.
We came to the palace to see the new king, but Herod didn't appear to know anything about it. We asked to see the baby who had been born King of the Jews.
His eyes got wide and the blood drained from his face.
I knew it. Someone else was trying to take my throne. I called the religious scholars together and asked them where the Messiah is to be born. And they tell me Bethlehem.
Then he calls a secret meeting with us. And he asked us exactly when the sign appeared. Go find the child, he says, and then come back and tell me.
I wanted to worship him.
We set off to Bethlehem.
And we see an acronychal rising of Jupiter as the sun was setting in Virgo. Virgo, the sign of the Virgin, just as the prophecy foretold.
But we find the child, and we kneel, and we worship him and give him our gifts. He was unlike any child I had ever seen.
And did they keep their word to me? No, they lied. I waited and waited for them to return.
We are warned in a dream not to report back to Herod.
A likely story.
Now, Your Majesty, would you like to speak to the events of a few weeks later? Sources say when you realized you had been tricked, you flew into a rage and commanded...
I refuse to talk about this. This was not on the list of approved questions.
And then we returned home. But we are not the same anymore.
We met Jesus, and we were never the same.
There you have it, the first-person account of the Magi worshiping Jesus, a baby unlike any other, an encounter they would never forget. Keep watching over the next few weeks as we continue to uncover the truth behind the story. Shelley Hancock, Cypress Eyewitness News.